So, as I mentioned, the NBA kicked off the in-season tournament games, which will see a winning team earn the NBA Cup, and all of the players on the winning team will receive $500,000 apiece. $500,000 for winning the cup.
One game, $500,000. I mean,
I
like
know.
everybody talk about, like, oh, they make millions. It's like one game is $500,000. Like that's a lot.
I'm here.
Listen, Giannis we've heard Giannis multiple times say, I'm not even going to speak because I got diapers. I'm not trying to get fined. Listen, from the top of the bench to the end of it, $500,000 is still $500,000 that you can win. So, in case you're unfamiliar with the in-season tournament, the tournament sees each NBA team play a 4-game group stage in November. The 4 group stage games will be played on 7 November dates. So we got 4 Fridays and then 3 Tuesdays. It would have been this Tuesday as well, but the NBA is not in action because it is election day. They want y'all to go out and vote and not watch these games. Be active in your community.
It wasn't election day here, was it?
No.
I'm like, I ain't heard shit.
Group winners will advance to the knockout rounds. The quarterfinals will be played December 4th and 5th at the higher seeded team, with the semifinals and championship game taking place on December 7th and 9th, respectively, in Las Vegas. Now, there are a lot of people who were saying, what's the point? Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. And I'm like, listen, this is a long season. The NBA is trying to do something to help the beginning of the season because so many people always are talking about how the season doesn't start until Christmas. So if they can get people tuned into something different at the beginning of the season while they're really competing against the NFL, while they're competing against, well, baseball is over now, but just to get eyes on the sport earlier before the quote-unquote official start of the season at Christmas, I think it's a win. And I'm going to ask y'all opinion on it, but for me watching the games, like, I felt like Damian Lillard. He was like, I can tell something going on. It's different. I don't know exactly quite what that is, but it's something. Like, we got different courts. We got different uniforms. We got the championship cup thing on the floor. Like, it's different. I can feel it. I don't know exactly what that means, but I know I want to be in Vegas playing for the championship. I know that much. And that's the feeling I had because when I was watching it at home with the mister, we were watching the game, and he's just like, it do feel different. Like, the courts are so drastically different than what you normally see that it just felt different. I think that once they get to Vegas, it's really going to feel different because you don't see NBA games in Vegas often. So, like, I think that energy is going to make it really feel big, and I'm here for it. So I wanted to know how y'all feel about the in-season tournament as well.
Yeah, similar to you. I think that it will be different once it gets to Vegas. Like right now, they're just regular season games that would have gotten played anyway. So that's why I don't understand why people are complaining about. There's nothing to complain about at this point. It's like
it's basketball.
It's basketball. Like it's Friday night basketball, Tuesday night basketball. It's
with fun courts,
with different courts and jerseys. That's all it is, really. Like if it's not something that you're into, then just look at it as a regular season game. If it is something you're into, then it's like, oh, this is cool because it's counting towards this other thing. But I think once we get to Vegas, then it'll be like, okay, this is radically different. They're playing for something that's like tangible and immediate. So, like, I'm for it just because like I like breaking up the monotony of the regular season personally. And I think that when it was announced and we went through all these things, I'm like, that sounds overly complicated. I'll see it once it's in practice because you kind of have to go through it. Right. It was kind of like when they changed the All-Star game, when they did the target score. It's like, okay, I know what these words mean. I can kind of somewhat visualize, but I just got to see it in practice. And then I saw it in practice. I'm like, I fuck with it. So it's kind of like that where you just have to go through it. And then once we get to it and see what it is, okay, I like this or I don't like this or this is how we can kind of improve on it for next year, whatever. But like I'm down to try different things because it's like we've been doing the same thing in the NBA for 75 years. Like there's no harm in trying different things. If they don't work, like they're going back to the East-West format in the All-Star this year because like we tried the draft thing for a couple years.
I'm a fan of the draft.
I am too.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
But like apparently like somebody wasn't into it, so they went back to it and no harm, no foul. It's not like the All-Star games from the last 5 years or however long they've been doing it are just like thrown out of history. It's just like something we tried.
And then
we went back.
Tim, how you feeling about the in-season tournament games?
I like the playoff feel that it gave for a lot of the games. I think that's what the difference is because you have a lot of athletes, and at the end of the day, these athletes are elite competitors. So you tell me y'all can get a trophy just by winning 3 or 4 more games, and Hell yeah, I want that trophy. I don't give a shit what you talking about. I want the trophy. Just because I say I got that motherfucker. Y'all don't even have this tournament one time. Guess who got that trophy? I do. So it's like a lot of cats have that fire. That's like fair. I just want that.
That's fair.
You gonna give it to me and you gonna give me 500? I would want that. That's what I want. So I think that's what kind of the matchups honestly were good matchups to begin with.
Yeah.
So
a lot of good teams in the
every
league
game
right now.
was kind of close for the most part.
That Warriors game was nuts.
Yeah, and they were great
Thunder, yeah.
finishes. They were great tight games. Like
Bucks game was good too.
Bucks game, I've tweeted it out, bro, and I said it on the pod before, but I am here for the stress. Give me the stressful, tight-knit, we better make this shot or make this stop, otherwise it's just curtains, bro. Just give me those. Pump that in my blood. That's what I love about watching sports and playing sports, bro. Even when I was playing, like, tight games, I was like, shit. One false move, bro, it's a wrap. Or you up to the plate, all 2 outs, bases loaded.
I can't do that shit for 8 months.
Let me ask you something.
I love it.
So when we be playing 2K and it be crunch time, you be excited.
Hell yeah, I be excited. I be here for it, bro. I be quiet as a motherfucker, but I be here for it.
That's why I had to ask.
Because I be over there like, bro, I'm like, okay, make this pass. We gotta hit this shot. If somebody miss, I don't say nothing. I just keep quiet. Unless it's game over. Then it's a game like, oh, damn, bro. But you miss it, hell, shit, we might get it back. Shut up. Try it again. Make my nerves bad. Hey, we won. Shit, let me run around the living room for a minute.
No, I've definitely had a 2K game where you win and you be like, oh my, thank you. Like you celebrate. I've also had some where it's like, if I smoked cigarettes, I would need one after this game because this was stressful.
And I like it because that's part of what makes sports fun.
No, I feel you. I feel you. Ken, how you feel about the in-season tournament games?
I'm actually for it. And then also seeing the WNBA do the Commissioner's Cup. Kind of made me be like, oh, it's working in the WNBA. Like, why would it not work in the NBA? So I'm for it. Again, it did feel different. Again, just like you said, just like Dame said, like you kind of couldn't put your finger on it. Like, what? Like it feels different. Yeah, but some of the course and stuff was outrageous. But
that's a great segue, dude. Let's go cue this up. So I rated all of the in-season tournament course that we've seen thus far. We've seen 7 of them. Every team has their own course, so we haven't seen them all. Okay. But of the 7 that we saw on Friday, I wanted to rate the court. So I'm going to start with what I thought was the worst court and work my way up. So the teams that played were Bulls, Heat, Trailblazers, Thunder, Bucks, Pacers, Nuggets.
Those are the home teams?
All the home teams. Okay. My 7th ranked court is going to be the Indiana Pacers. And if you're watching on YouTube, you get to actually see the visual as well. Otherwise, if you're on the audio version, yes, you're going to just look that
good
up.
Lord.
The Indy court, listen, it's just...
It's a lot.
No, watching that game, though, it was hard to watch.
It's a lot happening on that court.
Watch.
Don't like it.
Yeah. Number 6.
The turquoise.
The Miami Heat. Now, the red courts are difficult because it makes it hard to see the ball as it is, but some of the red courts, I think, were done better than others.
That court look hot as hell.
I actually like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You like the Heat court?
Yeah, I like the Heat
court.
It just need more white,
I don't care about, like, the
black.
Red.
That's what I thought,
I don't
too.
care about, like, the monochromatic parts of it, but, like, I feel like the stripes should be different colors. Like the gray doesn't make sense here.
Yeah, they don't have no gray in their scheme. That's why I was like, this doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I ranked them.
See, if the gray was black or white, then it'll made it look.
Even if the matting around the court was black, I think that'll work a lot better for the Heat. My number 5 court is another red one, the Chicago Bulls.
No, this one's trash.
The Chicago Bulls. The Blazers was the best red court that I saw, but the Bulls court.
The Bulls court was the blood court.
It was all red, red everything. And I liked it a little bit more than the Heat's court, though, because I felt like the Bulls court
went better with
the scheme made sense. Like, there's no gray for the Heat.
Yeah.
But at least the Bulls leaned all in into the red. Oh, we ain't got the Bulls court?
Well, Google red.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We'll show the Bulls in a second. The next court.
We can't do everything for them. They can look it up.
Right. The next court there would be the Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets court.
AKA the Crip court.
The Nuggets.
The Crip court?
Crip court, so I'm guessing it's this one now.
Yeah. Big blue.
I like that one.
With the yellow going down. Kent said, not a fan.
No, I'm good on that one.
What's with the area code? No,
that's the height above.
Altitude.
Yeah. Sea level. Which
it's on their jerseys too.
One in the email.
The Bulls? I got you. All right. So that's the Nuggets court right there.
That's kind of slick, actually.
You okay?
I
Okay.
don't like that one.
Next, I'm gonna go with the Trailblazers court.
I did like this one.
I thought this was the best
Yeah, I
red
like
court
this one. Yeah,
because
this one works.
the neutral court going or the stripe down the middle being that neutral
Makes it easy to
wood.
play on.
Yeah, I like that. Of all the red courts,
Yeah,
I thought
that
that
one
was the
was
best
good.
one.
It's not jarring to the eyes across the court. You looking at across the court, you see nothing but red. Like, damn, bro. Court messing my vision up.
Can't even see the basketball. Okay.
What was the score of that damn Heat game? Let me find How many shots did they miss?
Next, you said how many shots they missed. The next court that I thought was, pretty decent. We into the top 3 right now. So the Blazers was 3. Number 2 was gonna be the Thunder. I thought the Thunder's
Yeah, I
court
like
looked
this one.
really, really good.
Yeah, I like this one.
The light blue with the navy with the orange popping out at the center court, like
Yeah.
that was pretty clean to me. I said, I like this. I like this OKC. That's a good blue court. That's the Bulls court that just came through the email. And then
got mail.
the number 1 court, I see Sly in the comments already said the Bucks had the best one to me, and I'm not being a homer, but yes, I think that one, you can play on it pretty easily. It's a cream court with just a lime green going down the middle.
Oh, hey, Marcus.
Right, Marcus Johnson up there with Lisa. So I thought this looked good. Bucks fans really don't like the blue. I don't have a problem with it as a different change of pace thing up, but especially with this court leaning in on the blue, I really enjoyed it because the jerseys match the court, which is always my biggest pet peeve when the jerseys don't match.
Yeah. I like the purple. I mean, I like the purple. Jesus Christ. I like the blue. I do think that their plans got messed up because I think it's the Bucks marketing guy maybe, but he was saying that their original plan was alternating years, like they would do a blue jersey, then they'll do a cream jersey, and then the cream got canceled by the NBA.
Yep.
So they've kind of had to scramble. So I do think that there's too much blue at this point. It's like, give me a break from the blue.
That's
like
fair.
give me something different. I would like them to bring in like a purple, bring back the purple a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
not
like
necessarily like a full on purple, but maybe like a gray with the purple,
Ooh.
where it's like the
A
purple.
gray
is the
Bucks
accent.
jersey would be very
Yeah, that'd be.
interesting.
I like that.
Green, purple, and gray.
I ain't say no
I don't
green.
even need the green
Just
there.
purple.
Just like a gray
Old
jersey.
Sacramento
with the-
kind of vibes.
Yeah, with the purple.
But yeah, those are the courts. Dudes, do we have the Bulls court loaded up just so the people on the YouTube can see, in case they didn't see that Bulls court, which I think was the, let's see,
said
1,
fourth.
2, 3, 4, fifth best court.
'cause the Blazers were the fourth.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I probably would have put Blazers above Nuggets personally, but the rest of the list is good.
Yeah, that Nuggets one was
There go that Bulls
yeah,
brand.
nah,
Like I said, the big bloods.
it was too good.
Tim said,
Like-
no.
I mean,
This-
but
the picture actually don't do it that much
was about to
justice.
say.
Like you had to watch that game. It was hard. Like it was hard to watch. Like for real, for real.
No, that's a fact. It did look different in motion.
It looked
with
like
the
it'd
black
be
jersey.
easier to play on than the Heat court, though.
I
Just 'cause
liked
red
it
is
better than
darker.
I liked it better than the Heat court, but it was tough. But that's
Yeah.
in the season tournament. I think I might do this every week because the courts are really fascinating. It's so different than anything the NBA has done. So I'm gonna look forward to bringing that back next week, actually, because there are some courts I've seen the pictures of where I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be clean. Like some of these gray courts, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Which, again-
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is always great.
Yeah,
Which shout out to the Bucks because they were the first ones to start the alternate court
Courts.
trends when they brought the Fear to Deer originally. Like I think like 2016,
With the Mecca-
2017.
at the Mecca?
somewhere.
no,
No,
here.
before that, like they had the alternate
The Fear the Deer court
When they
to
had
go
the
with the
black
black
jerseys.
jerseys. And I will say as my last point before we move on to Tim, because we're talking about the Bucks. But in case you were wondering why Eric said that they can't do the cream jerseys anymore, it's because the courts have now gone to the digital advertising. So with the
Oh,
cream
I can't
courts,
see.
it blends in and it
Yeah.
messes up the advertising. So that's why the Bucks had to do away with the alternating between blue jerseys and cream ones every other year for city jerseys, and that's why we're getting all the blue.